A couple who spend thousands of pounds decorating their house in Christmas lights every year started the tradition to wind up their grumpy neighbor. Michael and Lyn Farnes have forked out around £10,000 over the last 16 years on 20,000 Christmas lights and electricity bills to turn their home into a winter wonderland. The annual transformation of their home in Hove, East Sussex, began like a real-life version of festive film Deck the Halls, but now the couple raise thousands of pounds for charity each year. In the 2006 film, Danny DeVito covers his house in so many lights it can be seen from space as he bids to outcompete neighbor Matthew Broderick. Mrs. Farnes, 53, said, "It all started with us putting up some icicle lights. Our former next-door neighbor had a little moan about it. So the next year Michael put a few more lights up than before as a joke to wind him up, and it carried on from there. I think he didn't mind them in the end and found it funny. I've seen the film Deck the Halls, I suppose it's a bit like that." Mr. Farnes, 55, starts planning his displays in January when he assesses any repairs needed on the previous year's lights and models. Then he spends months planning his theme for the forthcoming year, making a lot of pieces by hand. This includes a herd of reindeer which is gradually growing. In October he starts to put together the display, which takes about 50 hours over a month. The couple juggle this around their full-time jobs at Sainsbury's and looking after their 3 children. The youngest, Roni Jo, who is 9, is known at her school as the girl who lives in the Christmas house. Mr. Farnes then finally tests every detail before the much-anticipated launch at the end of the school day on December 1st. This year he spent around £1,500 on new lights and created a North Pole scene complete with polar bears, penguins and an icy waterfall. The latest display is accompanied by returning favorites including more than 60 Santas and snowmen, 8 Christmas trees, as well as a sleigh and wishing well. Festive music is played on a loop. Come 4 p.m. each day, droves of visitors begin to walk or drive past the house, and there are now even coach tours to the street. The lights are on until 9 p.m. This used to cost the family more than £200 a year but has reduced by at least £50 because they now use LED energy-saving bulbs. Mrs. Farnes said, "It's great listening to the children outside when they come and visit, they get so excited. All of this is for the children." Michael loves Christmas and really enjoys putting it all together. The enjoyment comes from seeing all the children smiling. This year the family is fundraising for 4 charities, PDSA and 3 animal shelters based in Brighton and Hove.